Yo guys, Max here. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the three pillars, the three fundamentals of getting better with women. So make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm going to break down a text interaction that I had with a girl that I met on the street during the day while buying my fucking dinner. I'm going to show you how you can lead your text interactions toward the date without losing any interest from the girl while appearing attractive and getting her to chase you, getting her to qualify to you, and making sure that she fucking shows up on the date. So you will see that most guys, they are actually stuck on the first pillar for a very simple fucking reason. Most guys are too shy to go up to girls that they find attractive. And so the first pillar is here to actually meet girls. Because if you're shy, if you're afraid to go up to girls that you find attractive, well, you're not going to meet girls. And if you don't meet girls, there is not going to be a time and a space for you to game those girls because you don't end up in situations where you can pick up those girls to begin with. So it sounds obvious, but it's important to mention it because most guys I meet, most guys I talk to, whether or not they have been picking up girls for a while, they still, for the most part, don't know how to meet girls, and they are still, for the most part, very scared to go up to a girl that they find attractive. And so it's important to understand that until you get through the fear of approaching girls, until it becomes a normal thing for you to see a girl that you like in a club and just be like, hey, excuse me, where are you from? Until you're able to do this on autopilot whenever you want without any kind of fear, you won't be able to actually game girls and get to the results that you want with them. Maybe sometimes in a very inconsistent way, you will end up in conversations with girls very often because they are the ones actually starting the conversation with you. Because you randomly end up in conversations with girls, sometimes if you get lucky, you will eventually maybe get a girlfriend or get laid with a girl here and there. This is the way most guys do dating, by the way. They wait for the opportunity to happen in front of them, and once they have the opportunity, they try their best to actually make this happen and get the girl to like them, and they don't really know what they are doing. But once you understand that you have to be consistent with the way you meet girls, and once you know how to be comfortable meeting girls, then you can start actually gaming them, and then you can start actually making them want to see you, want to chase you, want to go on a date with you, and ultimately sleep with you and start a relationship with you. But again, most guys, they don't know how to do that. And so if that's you right now, and you really like the topic of getting better with women, and you watch a lot of videos about getting better with women, but you're still not able to comfortably start conversations with girls, there's no point watching more videos. You have to go through this anxiety of the approach. You have to learn to be, if not comfortable all the time, at least you have to be able to start yourself, to push yourself to approach girls that you find attractive. If you're not able to push yourself to approach girls that you find attractive, watching more videos about seduction techniques and how to DHV, how to flip the script, how to neck girls, how to tease girls, like watching all this is going to be useless if you're not able to push yourself to actually approach girls whenever you see a girl that you find attractive. Which brings me to the second pillar of getting better with girls, which is your ability to actually attract girls. Because starting conversations with women, at the end of the day, once you get the hang of it, it's not very complicated. Like you see a girl, you're like, hey, I really like your jacket. By the way, are you a student? Oh, you look like a lawyer, actually. What are you doing right now? And like, that's very fucking simple. After a while, you just learn how to do it and how to be comfortable doing that. And what's gonna be missing by this point is your ability to get those girls attracted to you. Now, there are things that you can control and there are things that you cannot control. For example, if she doesn't like your face for whatever reason, maybe you look like her ex-boyfriend and she hates him, she's not gonna want to talk to you. You have no control over it. If she has a boyfriend and she's really happy with him and she really likes him, well, she's not going to give you the time or the opportunity to get her attracted to you. Again, this you have no control over. So focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can have an impact on. That is to say, well, first, like I said earlier, approaching girls so that you put yourself in front of girls who potentially can be attracted to you, and then manage to do things that are going to attract them. So that's a very big topic. I'm gonna make another video about that, but the point is you need, once you're in front of a girl that you like, do things that are going to get her from complete stranger who does not know you and doesn't care about you to stranger who is curious and a little bit attracted by you. So by the way, I hope I don't have to say this by now, but no, it's not just about your looks and how expensive you dress. Like, if you still believe in this, don't watch my videos. You're not gonna like them. You're gonna waste your time. But there are things that you can do in the conversation. There are ways that you can frame your interaction with her that are going to have her perceive you as a very attractive person. Because at the end of the day, if you want to attract a girl, it's all about how attractive you are in her eyes. It's not about how attractive you are objectively, because nobody knows the objective truth. Maybe if she's your girlfriend for 3 years, she's gonna know the objective truth about you. But if she's just a fucking stranger that you said hi to on the street, all that she knows about you is the perception of you that you give her. If it's a girl that you meet in the club, it's the same. So the better you are at controlling the perception of you that you give girls, the more attracted to you they are going to feel. So again, there are a bunch of techniques to do this. You can DHV yourself, you can DLV her other options, you can share about the interesting experiences that you had, you can tease her, you can have her qualify to you, a bunch of things that you can do. That's not the point of this video, I will talk about that later. But understand that if you can control the perception that she has of you, she's gonna be attracted to you. And once she's attracted to you, this is the second requirement. Once she's attracted to you, you're going to be able to do things to lead this interaction to the outcome that you want, which is in most cases having sex with her. So the third pillar of meeting girls is actually being able to seal the deal, because meeting a girl, at the end of the day, saying hi to a stranger is not that complicated, and getting a girl attracted to you, again, once you know how to do it, it's not that complicated. The real game begins when you're actually in an interaction with a girl that you like, who is attracted to you. How do you seal the deal? What do you do to bring her from that place on the street or that place in the bar to literally your bed? And by the way, once again, understand that the best thing that you can do with a girl to start a relationship with her, any kind of relationship, is to have sex with her as quick as possible. Not because you're super horny and thirsty, but the faster you're able to make her want to sleep with you, well, the more she's gonna like you. There again, it's another topic, but understand that girls love sex, in my opinion, more than guys. It's just that they don't show it because society shames them when they do. So this comes down to your ability to lead this interaction with a girl that you like, who likes you, to sex, while removing any kind of societal shaming, showing her that it's okay to have sex with you, that you're not going to judge her, that it's going to be a good experience, that she's going to enjoy it. The better your ability in doing that, while logistically leading your interactions towards the close, basically logistically leading her towards your bed or a place where you can have sex, the more consistent your results are going to be. And that's how, for example, you can meet a girl on the street, like literally today, you go out after watching this video, you meet a girl on the street, you like her, she's receptive to your approach, you do the right things to get her attracted to you, the conversation goes well, she has free time, you have free time, you find ways to deal with the logistical objections to bring her to a place where you guys can sit and have a drink. Once you're there in this place where you guys can spend some more time talking, you explain to her how non-judgmental you are and a bunch of other things to have her feel comfortable having sex with you. And after that, you are able to lead her back to a place where you guys can have sex. If you can do the whole thing, if you can give her the whole experience while making her feel comfortable about it and while keeping her attracted to you all throughout the interaction, she's gonna sleep with you. It's as simple as that. So again, the point of this video is not to go into details, but just to give you an overview of how it works so that you can focus on the right things at the right time. Because I believe a lot in the dating advice scene on YouTube is a bunch of people giving out a bunch of techniques, and then you don't know what to do, you don't know what to focus on, and at the end of the day, you don't even approach girls that you find attractive because you're too confused and there is too much overthinking. So focus on the right things, brother. Now, to illustrate this, I'm going to add to this video a conversation that I had with a girl that I met in actually a shopping mall. I mean, the supermarket part of the shopping mall the other day. She was in the queue about to pay for the food that she had. I already paid for my food, and so I went up to her, I told her, hey, I really love your style, and she was very receptive. This is exactly what we are looking for. So we talked for 10-15 minutes, then I told her I'm hungry, I'm gonna go eat my food, but do you have Instagram? We'll keep in touch. And there I'm going to show you the conversation that we had after over Instagram, and I'm going to show you how I led that towards a date, while on one hand sexualizing a little bit the conversation, while showing her that I'm a non-judgmental person and I like to have fun, while qualifying her on those qualities as well, to kind of seed the fact that when she's going to meet me, she's going to be open-minded and she's going to have a good time with no judgment. All those things are necessary if you want to have sex with a girl on the first time that you meet her. And you will see basically how I lead that towards a date. By the way, my brothers, this is a white girl, because people were telling me, oh, you only talk to Asian girls and they are so much easier. No, bro. No, you will see this conversation is the exact same kind of conversation you can have with an Asian girl or you can have with a white girl. The thing is, as long as she's a pretty girl and she respects herself, you're gonna need to have game to get with her. So there I started the conversation with a little bit of callback humor. It's usually better to restart the conversation with a girl that you met in real life with an emotional spike. So either you make her curious or you make her laugh. The point is that she has to remind herself that you are this interesting guy, and you bait her in a sense a little bit into continuing the conversation with you. There I actually had a terribly hard time understanding what her name was when she told me. I asked her to repeat like 4 times and then I gave up. And then I saw her name on Instagram and I was like, oh shit, now that's easy to understand. Then she plays along, she laughed with it. And what's important there is that I am the one who has to be leading the conversation, because she's not going to do it for me, even if she likes me. Which, by the way, she looked really attracted when we met. She spent like 80% of the interaction explaining why she's interesting and what she likes to do in life. And so even if it's a girl who actually likes me a lot, it doesn't mean it's going to be super easy. But if she likes you, she's going to comply very well with what you do. So that's the difference. Girls don't take the lead, but when they like you, they comply with you leading the interaction. So anyways, a little bit of chit chat, because there were protests in the city I was in at the time in Georgia. I asked her if she was going to the protest. She says that she's going to the protest. Then she asks me where I go. I tell her I go to a place to party. Then I keep the chit chat going back and forth, because I'm looking for opportunities to logistically ask her out. She tells me that she finishes classes early, that's not too important. Then, because I want her to be a little bit more invested in going on a date with me, I don't want the conversation to just be flat and boring, because that could be needy in a sense. Even if she likes me, I want to make sure I don't come off as needy anytime in the conversation. So I try to joke around a little bit and bait her into asking more details about me. I'm basically baiting her into investing in the conversation. I tell her I can't believe I told you what I do for work, because I want to bait her into talking to me. Usually you will see that when girls like you, they want to talk more about you because they want to show that they like you. Well, she didn't hear. She was just like, why? Which, in a sense, she did, but that's kind of the lowest investment she could possibly do. So then I don't go further on that topic because she didn't seem too excited about it. And I tell her, long story, my job is just a bit special. She hearts my message, so that's good. Changing topic because this previous one was kind of dead. I tell her, do you party tonight? Again, trying to further the conversation to get her to invest a little bit more in her interaction with me, but at the same time, trying to find logistical opportunities to meet her. For example, if she's like, I party tonight and I'm in the bar literally on the other side of the street of your bar, well, it's super easy to suggest a meetup. She says that no, she has to study, so I'm not going to meet her tonight. Then, because I want her to qualify to me, on the frame that she's open-minded and she likes adventure, because those frames are very useful into having sex on a first date, I tell her, I thought you were a free spirit. She likes me, she's going to qualify extremely hard to this message, she's going to be super excited about it, which is a huge sign of interest, so that's very nice. Because she reacted very well, very positively, I'm going to escalate the conversation to the next step, which is to soft close her. Soft close to build her anticipation a little bit. Very often guys will be like, okay, what are you doing like tomorrow then? Because the girl gave them a little bit of a positive. It's smoother and it's better and it makes you appear more attractive in her eyes if you do it step by step. Never do like, okay, let's meet on Monday at 5 p.m. at this place. This is terrible. It's super needy and girls are not going to reply. This is the instant panty dryer. It shows girls that you don't know what you're doing. So do it step by step. Get her to say yes, build this nice yes compliance ladder. So I tell her, do you like bubble tea or do you like wine? She likes it. She asks me about myself. I tell her I didn't get any since I left Bangkok and we should get some together. See, I'm going step by step. Every time one step forward. Eventually I ask her about her schedule and we end up meeting up. I've noticed that it works best to ask her about 2 days so that then she can choose a day that works for her and it kind of give her the illusion of choice so that she's in control of the interaction. And I've noticed girls flake less and they show up on the dates more often when you do that. If you tried to do this and you find it difficult to do by yourself, click on the link right below this video to book a call with me and I will get you started with my coaching program. Alright boys, that's pretty much everything for this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below and I will see you guys next time.